there's going to be some really good bonus content at some point in the life of this show, but after you're out of public office because of the open that you just missed.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't prepared for the show. I was talking about taking a trip somewhere in Florida. And, sometimes there's cool places like Puerto Vallarta.
That's not even in this country. Keep going.
Punta Cana, I think, is down there in
Sure.
Florida.
Okay, you're getting closer.
That's one of those spots.
Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about, just going to Florida.
Speaking of spots, what's on your shirt? Yeah. That's a great way to start the show. Let's start the show.
Yay! 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 Yay!
All right, so our
Yay!
forgot about that second. Yeah, we always have this mini hiatus, kind of this time of year. Europe at session.
We just have mini hiatuses all different times of year. We make up reasons why.
And you have a not so mini hiatus. So, yeah, we have our mini hiatus. No, hiatus. It's behind us. I can't. It is behind us. The hiatus is behind us.
We're still 12.
All right, the hiatus. We had a hiatus. Okay, blah, 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 whatever. We're back. Session's over.
Yeah.
My last 2 projects are over. We're back.
Yeah.
We're doing this again.
We have time
on a
again.
weekly thing. We have time. Where I think the reason why our softball team's doing so poor is because the sponsor hasn't been lifting, their weight. Well, but no, carrying their weight. Well, you're fat, and and I already removed all weapons from your side of the table. That's fine. You can damage your own. Oh, you found a bungee cord. You found. Okay.
Okay. Sorry,
Liz.
Liz.
Great way to start. So, so we're, what are we, mid-June-ish, give or take right now?
Yeah.
And our softball team is 1-7, which is not great.
I am 0 for 3 on the season.
Not great. 0 for 3 on the season.
On the season.
Yeah, you've missed a few games, but the ones that you made
I was hurt.
were kind of a 0-1. Ow!
Yeah.
0-1. Ow! And then the other one was like, ow! I'm going to try anyway, despite my team. 0-1. Ow!
The ego gets in the way sometimes because you love the game.
It does.
That's the hardest part. I love the game so much.
Right. But what do you love more? The game or winning the game? It's a good question.
It's a really good question. Last night, we lost a tough game.
Yeah.
In
16-17. Great.
Look, we put runs up. We
Yeah.
came back, was back and forth. It was a good battle with that team. We always play them well. I enjoyed the game.
Yes.
What's crazy is if I was playing in that game, I'd be ticked off. I was watching that game. I was proud of our team in that game.
Okay.
And I said, I still love the game. So it's not just about winning the game. It's the camaraderie. It's the fellowship. It's the brotherhood that's on the field. And watching that happen with our new guys, too, and bringing them into the fold.
Okay.
It's great. So
the
game is more important than winning.
So here's a question. Would you rather manage a championship-winning team or play on a last-place team?
Listen, Mr. Pearson,
It's a great question. It's a valid question.
That was the freshman basketball question in high school.
Okay.
Would you rather be a starter on a losing team or sit the bench on a winning team?
I didn't ask you that. I asked you manage.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not, because when you sit on the bench, you can still have a couple of minutes.
I still could have had a couple of minutes in last night if I hadn't done it.
But that's not the question. That's not the question. Would you rather manage a championship team, get a ring, you love the game, good times, or play on a last place team? I'm not even talking about I'm not baseball, like big league. Would you rather have a World Series ring or be like someone who played on the Cubs in the 90s?
I love the game. I want to play the game.
Okay.
To me, the game is about more than winning the game. The winning is going to happen when all the stars align for that team. Like, look at right now. If you're talking about where we are, it's really strange that we're watching. I shouldn't say watching. No one's watching the NBA Finals because they're two small market teams and nobody cares about.
It's actually been a really good series. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying it's not a good series.
Great series.
Nobody's watching it because the country doesn't care.
Except for the degenerate gamblers and people from Oklahoma City, Seattle, and Indiana. Indiana, yeah.
So in the meantime, look over at baseball, the National League, the 3 biggest markets are the first place teams in baseball.
Yeah.
the Dodgers and the Cubs and the Mets.
And the Mets, yeah.
So it's kind of funny. I would want to play the game because in order for you to get to that level where you're the top team,
Yes.
it takes not only talent, it takes the effort, the desire, but it also takes that common gelling core. There's plenty of guys who played for the Cubs in the 90s who were great ball players and they were fun teams. Yeah, they didn't get the wins.
They didn't get the
But
wins.
they played some great ball together.
Yeah.
There's some. Mark Grace is one of my all-time favorite ball players.
Yeah, he didn't win shit.
Nope.
Nope.
But love that guy.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think I'd rather just play ball. I might tell you right now, in 10 years, maybe I'll say, you know what, I'd be happy to manage this team to a championship. Mm-hmm. But right now, I still got a few more years of playing ball on these knees, and I'm going to try to do it.
I'm not insinuating that you should not be playing. Frank may, but I wouldn't. Did I say Frank? I meant Woody. I'm sorry.
Probably both of them.
Yeah, but still.
Mo should hang him up. Yeah, that's fine.
No, well, you shouldn't hang him up because your cleats actually worked on my feet last night.
That's the funniest part. This moron. So he brings his stuff over to my Jeep to get ready before the game.
Yeah.
And when he reaches in to grab his stuff to go play the game, you grabbed my cleats,
Yes.
which are a size 14 shoe. What size shoe do you wear?
11.
And you didn't notice when you put the size 14s on that, wow, these are too big.
They were really comfortable.
Well, they are.
They were really comfortable. And we both have red and white Under Armour cleats.
Which we didn't plan. It
No.
sounds like something we would have planned, but we didn't.
No.
But the funniest part is at one point during the game, I was standing on the sideline. You were standing in front of me. And I went, wow, I didn't know we had the same cleats. I noticed you were wearing the same. I'm like, I didn't know he was wearing the same cleats. I just saw the color and like, oh, we had the same ones.
Yeah.
It's funny. And just kept looking at the game. If I had actually taken a second to look, like, his feet look awfully big for him right now.
Sideshow Bob over here. Big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. It's funny too because typically it's like, you always say a good carpenter doesn't blame their tools.
Yeah.
I can absolutely blame an equipment decision last night on me having one big gaff.
You make it sound like the decision was someone else's.
It was
Still you being an idiot.
So is that
grabbing the wrong shoes?
Does that count? Well, so since I didn't realize until this morning when I walked into my office that they were the wrong shoes because mine were sitting in here, does that count as a wardrobe malfunction? Did I have a wardrobe malfunction
Dear God.
on the field?
No, there are other people might have. I was sharing some of the old stories from Pittsfield last night about wardrobe malfunction.
Oh God, no, we don't. We're not here to talk about.
Shift.
We're not here to talk about that. But yeah, so softball's happening. It's good. It's fun.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I said this to you last night. This is my church. This is my full everything. When I walk onto the field, just to being around the players, the friends, the camaraderie, the fellowship that's there.
The priests.
There's no priests. There's no priests.
The priests. You missed the priest.
There was a priest?
Here. Show me on the doll.
Judas?
Show me on the Butters doll where they touched you.
God, that is so much like you, isn't it?
Yes.
Because you don't have a whole lot of hair left up there either.
No. Actually, he only has hair at the spot where mine is
Disappearing.
Well, it's not disappearing. It's just not. It's really never been there. It's really funny. If you look at pictures from like, oftentimes it's like set photos.
Yeah.
When I'm working, and you get a photo from behind. I've got one from probably like it was a Comedy Central shoot. So what is that? 2012, 13. It's still little spot there.
Yeah.
It's been there for a long time.
A little more of a spot now.
Hair's always been thin.
Yeah.
The hair's always been thin,
too.
but I'm holding
No, I had a
on.
thick head of hair.
You did. You had a lush head of
Yeah.
hair.
God took it away
Yeah.
because I had the mullet. So anyway,
yes. Please move on.
let's change topics here.
Yes.
I found something fun to go through to play a little game with you this week with our old friend ChatGPT. So basically, the game is called Florida Man.
Oh, I love this game.
Okay, so you're going to tell me if this is an actual headline or a made-up headline.
Nice. All right. Good game. Very good
right.
game. I like this. Okay. Go.
Okay. Florida man arrested for attempting to barbecue stolen police cruiser.
That has to be true.
Real.
It just sounds real, and it sure is. There you go.
Florida man arrested for breaking into pet store, releasing parrots, declaring himself Bird King.
Bird King sounds real too.
Real. This glorious headline
Bird King.
exists.
Okay. Bird King. Yeah.
Okay.
2 for 2.
All right. Florida man arrested after claiming to be Jesus while running naked through IHOP.
I'm going to say false because that probably happened at a Waffle House, not an IHOP.
Sadly, very true.
Oh, no! But it should have happened at a Waffle House because we're in Florida. This
That's
is,
an IHOP. That's great.
I guess.
All right, next one.
Yeah.
Florida man arrested for breaking into neighbor's home to, quote, borrow seasoning for his gator stew.
I mean, I'm sure it's very true. I'm sure it's happened a bunch of times, but that just seems too normal of a thing.
But sadly, in Florida,
It's
it
true.
was.
It's true, yeah.
All right, how about this one? This is great. Taylor Swift
Ah,
in Florida,
yeah.
fined for illegally releasing doves inside Florida courthouse during a trial.
No. Did she do that? No.
No, it's fake, but it would be really poetic for her to do.
Okay.
Florida man caught trying to steal his neighbor's Christmas lights using a drone and a fishing rod.
yeah, 1,000% that's true.
100%.
That's it. No, 1,000% that's true.
Peak Florida ingenuity. That's what I love about that one.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Florida man arrested after launching himself into his neighbor's pool via homemade catapult.
It sounds like it'd be true, but I think it's false just because I don't know many Florida men that can build a trebuchet.
Not only true, but impressive.
Oh, very impressive, actually. That's
Right.
pretty good. All right, let's do one more.
All right, one more. Florida man arrested after stealing neighbor's lawn flamingos to start flamingo liberation movement.
I mean, it's so stupid. It's so stupid it has to be true.
You know what's true?
Huh.
Yeah, it's true. So I thought this was funny. There was a couple of different ones we did, but
fantastic.
the Florida man was actually ChatGPT's idea. What I originally set in was on crime. They did fake or real crime. And the reason it started that way was this headline, is this fake or real crime? Nicolas Cage tried to buy dinosaur skull illegally.
Am I out of focus? Have I been out of focus this whole fucking time?
You're looking focused to me.
Do I look in focus?
Yeah. What do you want me to move?
Is the on the lens, is the A, is it switched to the A or the M?
It's on the M.
Go to the A. Flick my A.
Feel better?
Yeah. I hope I was in focus.
I think you are. Or
Yeah.
close to it.
Well, close to it doesn't count.
Sure it does. The bar's low.
Fair. All right.
So Nicolas Cage tried to buy a dinosaur skull illegally. Real crime or fake crime?
Fake. That happened in a movie.
Real crime.
Fuck.
Sort of.
What?
He did buy a stolen dinosaur skull, but he returned it and was never charged. So he kind of did, but
Wait, did he know it was stolen?
No.
Okay, and this if you buy something that's hot,
it's a middle one. Yeah.
It's not really. He didn't do the crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson arrested for dancing naked on a police car. Real crime or fake crime?
Real crime.
Fake crime.
Ah, damn.
But it does so sound much like in
It
character
sounds
for
like
him.
something he would do. Yeah.
This is always a fun one to bring up. Matthew Broderick hit and run in Ireland that killed 2 people.
Oh, I'm sure that happened.
You don't remember that?
Yeah. No, I don't.
No, 1987. He was charged with.
Yeah. What are you asking me if I remember from 1987?
It's a big deal. You know what happened when JFK got shot? Were you alive for that? No, but you know about it.
That's a little different from Matthew Broderick.
Not really.
What?
Matthew
a
Broderick.
presidential assassination is not different from Matthew Broderick.
Can you get this? He killed 2 people.
I heard that part.
All right. Yeah. Was charged with careless driving, paid a fine, no jail.
Good for him.
All right, hold on.
I would love to.
Tim Allen,
Yeah.
arrested for drug trafficking cocaine in the 70s.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you read his book?
No.
His book was, that's not on here. I read his book. His book was Tim Allen, Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man.
Okay, that's good. It's a good
And
title.
he opens the book by saying, I'm a dick.
Yes.
My father was a dick,
Yes.
and I am also a dick.
Yeah.
His real name is Timothy Allen Dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he is a dick.
Well, I mean, his character is questionable from time to time.
No. He's a dick. Lori got into an argument with him at a deli counter when we lived out in Los Angeles.
That's great.
You haven't heard that story?
No.
I could have sworn I've told that story.
With Tim Allen?
Yeah, with Tim Allen.
No.
Yeah, when we're living out in Studio City,
Yeah.
California, right north of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And but not North Hollywood. but it's north of Hollywood.
You didn't like North Hollywood.
There wasn't much going on there when I lived out that way. No, North Hollywood.
But that one party was in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood Hills. Sorry.
Hollywood Hills is different. I was going to say we've never.
Sorry.
No. So Lori is at the deli counter and she's about to order her whatever turkey,
sandwich.
Cheese, whatever you get from the deli counter. And Tim Allen decides, I'm Tim Allen. I'm going for the meat.
Oh.
Now Lori doesn't put up with shit from anybody.
This is true.
From anybody.
This is true.
Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
And she's excuse me, what are you trying to do? And he goes, oh, I'm trying to just because you're on TV, you think you can cut me in line?
Nice.
No. Oh no, you're right. Because you were on TV, you can cut me in line? No. I was here first. And then she ordered and that was it. It's so strange that between Lori and I, we have met the entire male lead cast of Home Improvement.
Okay.
She had that.
Yeah.
We went to that party that Zachary Ty Bryant was at.
Yeah.
She had dinner with Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Okay.
And then I ran into, I forget his name, little guy at CBS when I was working there.
What about the neighbor?
Well, Wilson, first of all, you only saw like this much of him.
Yeah. But you said the entire male cast.
I said lead male cast. He was a supporting cast. So was Al Borland.
I was going to say, I don't think the kids were leads.
The family. In sitcom world, family is
The
lead.
little guy, I don't know.
No, that's the lead. Yeah.
All right.
That's
All right.
That's how it works. All right, hurry up with your AI.
Come on,
bullshit.
this is good.
Hurry up with your AI bullshit.
Betty White arrested for smuggling endangered parrots.
I hope this is true.
No, she would never do that. Mark Wahlberg arrested for assault and racially motivated attacks as a teen.
True. 1,000%. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg.
Served time as a teenager too.
That's
Come
100%
on.
true. You don't grow up in Dorchester, Massachusetts, and not
Dorchester
get brought up on some sort of racially motivated assault charge.
Yeah, and I'll give you one last one. This is the fun one that was in there too.
God.
Shut up. I brought a little effort to
I
it.
like a conversation when we look at each other. You're just looking at your phone like
I'm looking at you. I'm reading and looking at
Gen
you.
A.
Oh, don't. Oh.
Yeah.
Snoop arrested for murder.
Yeah, he was arrested for murder.
Arrested for murder.
Yeah.
Charged with murder in '93.
Yeah.
But was acquitted.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. So
for him.
It was some fun little wonky stuff.
Meanwhile,
I didn't go in there looking for, but found in ChatGPT.
Shot Tupac. Got away with that one.
No, Tupac's alive.
I know, you really believe that
I
Tupac's
do.
alive.
I do.
You really believe
I
that.
love conspiracies. They're great.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being kind of enamored with the concepts of some of these conspiracies and actually believing these conspiracies. Yeah. Like on a very low level, my daughters were asking me in the car yesterday actually about the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
They were asking me about Loch Ness and Bigfoot and if they're real. Diana has a theory that Bigfoot is real only because Photoshop didn't exist back then. And she said the costumes weren't good enough either. And I'm just like, yeah, but if you watch the video, that could have just been a naked Robin Williams or another hairy man.
It's a big man, though.
Okay, so a hairier version of Andre the Giant. Yeah,
because there were so many of those around the world.
Well, there was him. I bet he waxed.
I don't know.
You think Andre the Giant waxed?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
I'm sure a lot of those wrestlers were waxing it hard.
I don't like how you worded that. But no, I don't think Andre did. I think Andre wasn't just a hairy guy.
Well, look through. I mean, if you okay, we'll get back to conspiracy in a second, but I want to talk about wrestlers waxing first because.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, if you look at WWF, because WWE is
those guys all waxed.
Bupkis, as far as I'm concerned.
Juicing, waxing, the whole thing.
They were juicing, waxing, doing all kinds of painkillers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
some sort of fish paralyzer. I don't know what they were taking.
I wonder if it was a thing that they had to. Like, you couldn't show up and be like a hairy mess, a hairy man. Were there hairy men?
George the Animal Steel.
Okay, so there's one.
It was a hairy guy.
There was one.
That was kind of gross.
Yeah.
I think that was all part of the whole Vince liked a certain look.
But it wasn't just Vince. It was other promotions, too.
It was
WCW as well.
Well, the same guys were all over the place, and you got to be camera fresh, camera ready. And there's plenty of guys. When I used to go to the gym, and there was my time in the gym, where guys were shaving their chest. They weren't waxing; they were shaving because you show more definition. If you're cut and you shave the hair, you look bigger.
Yeah,
and so that was the thing. Look at the old pictures of Hulk Hogan. He had this like heart-shaped hair thing going on for Hulkster, and then he shaved it all off because that was the look.
Really? I don't recall that.
Oh, you got to find it. You got to Google that. Put it up.
Really?
Put it up.
Oh, wow. Well, look at that.
Yeah, right?
Huh.
So, look, over the time, that was like late 70s, early 80s.
It looks like the Tesla
A little bit. A little
logo.
Bit. A little heart kind of thing. But, yeah, a little Tesla-ish.
No, it's...
Well, maybe there's multiple ones. I don't know.
I think, Mo, that this is way more phallic than you remember it being.
Oh, maybe so.
It's a little...
Maybe so.
It's a little phallic here. I'm just saying.
There's different cuts, I'm sure. But...
so all the pictures were just kind of balls on his chest and hanging down, and
I don't know the intent of the shave. Get him on the phone.
Tesla logo. You're the one who has his number.
Yeah, he doesn't pick up for me anymore.
I dare you.
Pardon.
What's gonna happen if he actually does pick up? Show it to the camera when you get his face up there. We'll blur the number out.
His face isn't up there. It's just under his name.
Oh.
I can show you that.
Okay.
I'm showing that camera.
Show me the fact that there's a number on it. Just show me that okay. 727.
Do you want me to call him or no?
I mean, yes.
I'll put it on speaker.
And what happens if he actually picks up?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
So he's in do not disturb mode. Okay.
Yeah.
But that means he has an iPhone.
Okay.
So I think everybody who's watching the show needs to text in to our Instagram account and tell us ideas of things that we should text him from random numbers, pictures, comments.
We're not sharing the
voice
number.
memos. We're not sharing the number. What I'm saying is they're going to tell us, and then we're going to do it. And we're going to see if Hulkamania is going to come down on us.
It's going to run wild on you and I? Yeah, we'll see. All right, well. But anyway, you were talking conspiracy theories.
Yeah, which is your favorite one?
I don't know. There's so many. And look, I'm a firm believer that, yes, there's some that are strictly silly, right? There's no way they're realistic. There are some that are, you go, hey, 50 years ago, we would have thought that's insane. Like you would have said 30 years ago, you completely think aliens are made up. And we're showing now, hey, aliens are there.
All right, 30 years ago, if you told me 9/11 was an inside job, I'd be like, what 9/11?
Exactly my point. I still believe
and then I'd kick your ass back to the future.
Go back in time. I think it's silly and it's arrogant of us to think that we know everything and that the conspiracy theorists are wrong.
Yes.
I think it's up to an intelligent person to take in all opportunities for what could be and then make a decision.
Okay.
And you can't necessarily say that. Bigfoot could very well be out there.
Okay.
You'd feel like you'd go, oh, well, that's cool. All those people were right. Instead of now go back and watch you laughing at people going, you think Bigfoot's real? That's stupid. I don't know if Bigfoot's real or not. I have no idea, but I want to listen to that story.
So I don't believe that Bigfoot is not real.
Okay.
I don't know if what they filmed was Bigfoot, but there's nothing to say that there's not some Bigfoot giant ape out there.
My father loved watching Bigfoot stuff.
I mean, Bigfoot,
He loved it.
there's nothing out there to say. I mean, as far as conspiracy theories that I will believe in, Bigfoot's probably going to be near the top of the list.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Did you just pull up a bunch of conspiracy
I've
theories?
got some conspiracy theories.
Let's do it.
I want to run down them.
Let's do it.
We're gonna start with the easy one.
Okay.
Is the Earth flat?
Stupid.
Fucking idiots.
Yes.
Considering Kyrie Irving played with a spherical ball, you'd think that he would know the Earth is flat has to be the number one stupid, most disproven of all. See, that's the problem. That's a conspiracy theory that has been disproven.
Yeah.
A million times over, a million different ways over.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Now, here's the next question about flat earthers. Why? What's the
They can't
purpose?
process it. They can't process how vast and how big the Earth is to be able to understand that it's not like, I can't see around a corner and it's going to be the... No, it's so
But what's the
gradual
goal?
that you're going to see.
What's the goal is what I'm asking. Now, I've seen the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah.
I've been high enough to see the curvature
Yes.
of the Earth before. But what is their end game?
They don't understand it. They're trying to tell you you're wrong.
So they're just basically going, I'm ignorant, and the end.
Yeah,
That's it.
They're saying
There is
you're
no
dumb,
end game.
You're dumb. I'm smart. The Earth is flat. That's what they're saying.
But I just don't get it. It's like there's no. What are you trying to accomplish, flat earthers? It's the stupidest thing. Okay, so we agree on one of them.
Yes, we do.
There we go. Is Paul dead? Did Paul McCartney die in 1966?
So I love the documentary someone made that was proven to be wrong.
Which I did not see.
Paul is Dead is a great documentary that someone made on the whole thing.
Got it. Okay.
And they've proven that was fictional. That's already been proven that way. It's a really cool theory. And yes, the man changed. It's funny if you look at a picture of yourself at 20 and look at a picture of yourself at 30, you might convince somebody that you're two different people.
Yeah.
Because you're going to change.
Kind of crazy.
And he kind of did.
I mean, let's throw up that picture of you again from a couple years ago.
Well, a couple 100 pounds ago or...
couple thousand strands of hair ago.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the whole thing.
Or when you had that red beard. Let's go back to that.
We all make bad choices.
Was AIDS invented as a bioweapon?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Was AIDS created as a bioweapon, or did someone eat the wrong monkey?
I don't think that's what they did. Was eat a monkey.
I mean, so
that was the story.
I've heard that theory that it was bad meat.
But it's the same.
Some kind of meat.
The same as someone ate a bat from Wuhan. It's the same nonsense.
Wuhan!
Yeah, I don't understand. Like they were proven they were manufacturing the coronavirus in China. The one place in the world that was manufacturing that as a weapon happens to be where it came from.
It wasn't manufacturing. It was that they were studying it and making new strain. It wasn't like manufacturing as a bioweapon so much as it was a research facility.
I don't know if I agree that. I think it was manufactured as a bioweapon.
Okay,
I really do.
I could see it. I could see it both ways.
Either
Either way,
I think that AIDS should be considered in the same breath. Do we know that? We don't know.
No. But I'm asking you. Do you subscribe to that theory that AIDS was created?
I'm not as read up on the AIDS
bioweapon
theory, but I wouldn't say no. Mm-hmm. And they targeted the gay community with it when it was more about drug users.
Yeah.
It was used dirty needles being shared in the needles.
Sure.
Would you put it past the government to do something like that? I
don't know. But according to South Park, AIDS is finally funny. So here we are.
Bad dogs barking.
Do you think that condensation from aircraft flying overhead are actually chemical trails, biological agents?
I've had some people
chemtrails
come to me about that in my other position.
Yeah.
With research on that. I haven't seen
If you want to punt on any of these because of the whole legislator thing,
I've
let
had
me
people
know.
reach out to me about it, but I haven't read up on it.
About chemtrails.
Yeah, I wouldn't make an honest answer about chemtrails. I've had several people reach out to me that they want this looked into more.
But the question, I guess the whole chemtrails theory is that the government is using commercial aircraft to spray whatever it is, bioweapons, toxins, whatever, to the entire population of the country.
Yeah, I don't think that would be beneficial because you make fewer taxpayers. That would be my thought.
What a brilliant answer.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Thanks.
That's actually a really good answer.
Why do you look so surprised? I have those.
It's funny because I think that's an angle I wasn't expecting it to go.
Okay.
Right, but
why would you try to make fewer taxpayers? That's all the government's about.
That's
is making money for the government.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Great answer. I love that. Okay, so do you think that birds are real?
I care for a couple of them on a regular basis.
Do you think birds are real?
Yes, I think birds are real.
Okay, you're on the record. You were on the record saying that birds are real.
They're real.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. It's that one's actually not on my list.
Larry Bird.
But it's something. And Larry Bird. Yeah, there you go.
The penguin was not a real person. He was a character portrayed by Burgess Meredith as best spot. Sorry, Danny DeVito.
There you go.
Yeah. You can talk about other birds if you want.
We'll keep going past this one because
you're gonna circle back on that.
No. I'm looking through these and I'm like, I don't want to ask you that because I already know where you're going to go and it's going to turn into a whole thing.
A whole thing.
Well, you believe that their secret societies control the world?
No,
you don't.
No,
not at
all.
No, yeah. Exactly. So we're going to move past that and talk about...
Control the world. I'm a Freemason. I'm a proud Freemason. We can't even organize a pancake breakfast. You think that we're the ones ruling the world? We're the Illuminati? No.
I think that, personally, I think that is just that's a guise. You want us to think you can't organize a pancake breakfast, so you can't control the world. So there's that.
I'll give you a rundown, a list of people that are part of the Freemasons with me later on, and you make the call.
Okay, fair enough. Adam Bonacker ruling the world, is that it? That's not happening?
Sorry, Adam.
Shout out to Adam Bonacker.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Was that where you were going to go?
He's going well. No, but
No?
you can go right ahead with whatever names you want. That's okay.
You don't think Marty the probate judge is running the world?
You might be. He might be.
So if not the Illuminati, do you believe that there is a reptilian elite that rules the world?
No.
Have
I
you
do
heard
not.
this one?
I have.
What?
Underground people.
Reptiles.
Yeah.
You don't think there's a reptilian elite?
I don't.
Okay.
I think that animals are far smarter than we give them credit for across the board.
That wasn't the question.
No.
Yeah.
But there are not. I don't think there are an alien elite group of individuals living among us.
Right?
That's all Hollywood.
That's not even Hollywood.
Yeah, it was.
That's just...
Yeah, it was a big 90s TV show. What was that called? Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, they had these lizards that were like living among people. Yeah. By the way, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie.
Yeah.
Do you know that each one of the guys who played one of the turtles
It's dead.
has a cameo in the movie around when the guy comes by? Like the turtle will go by and the guy be like in the cab looking at him. And that was Raphael going by, and the guy who played Raphael was like in the back of the cab looking.
Oh, that's funny.
It's really cool.
I love that. That's great. Yeah. So do you believe 9/11 was an inside job?
I think there's a lot about 9/11 we don't know.
That's
Such a political answer.
Such a political answer.
I don't know who's fully to blame for that, but I think I can't make a decision until I see more of the... It's going to be 20 years before something else comes out, or 30 years, like the JFK assassination.
Okay.
It's going to be locked away for a long time. I will say I don't believe that a plane struck the Pentagon.
Oh.
Look at all that footage.
Uh-oh.
You
It's
see...
It's a little missily for you?
Look at where it hit.
Little
Do you
missily?
see any parts of a plane anywhere? Anytime there's a plane crash, you see a tail, you see wings, you see parts of a plane, but it all went poof.
People?
Yeah.
Maybe.
There was nothing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think that was a missile.
I think it was as much of an inside job as Pearl Harbor was, in that you could chalk a lot of it up to intelligence negligence. Negligence of the intelligence, I should say.
Certainly.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think that I think I would lean more that way.
Did we land on the moon?
No.
Oh! We found the one! I found the one!
Look, you're a film guy.
Yeah, I am.
Look at that film.
Yeah, I have.
So the one great step for man, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. When the first guy is stepping off the ship, who took that? Who set the camera up that got that shot?
It was mounted to the ship.
The ship. That was the whole ship. That's a long ways off, buddy. And then they had that little moon car.
Yeah, the moon
Where
car.
did that go? Because I've been to NASA. I've seen the little thing they flew.
The
up
rover, yeah.
Yeah. Where's the rover? Where was that
the
stored?
capsule? It's a good question.
There was no room in the capsule for it. There was no room outside the capsule for it.
Found the conspiracy theory.
Look at the shadows. Look at all of it. Look at the guys, the way they're bouncing. All of it. The technology that we had at that time as a nation, that entire room, this computer is smarter than what's in that entire room that they set up.
This is true.
And we put a man on the moon. I have a tough time believing that.
Okay.
I have a tough time believing it.
Okay.
So-
we found the one.
What do you think?
We found the one. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
You can't say that. You got to give me. I gave you an answer.
I haven't thought.
Give me an answer.
Yeah, I do believe that they landed on the moon, but I haven't analyzed the evidence thereof.
As a filmmaker, go back and look at the film.
I haven't watched it since I was like a little kid.
Go back and look at the film. You're going to go,
Should I?
How did they get that? How did they do that?
Okay.
You know, if the first guy is stepping off, who's taking that video?
So look, I'm gonna. I will do a deep dive.
Oh.
Before our next episode.
Okay.
I will do a deep dive, and we'll see where I net out.
Okay.
We'll see where I net out with that. That's all I can say. All right, we're gonna play one final game before the end of the show.
It's a game show.
This is a game show. There you go.
Okay.
We are a few weeks away from the new college football video game dropping.
Yes, we are.
Which I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
A lot of improvements on there.
Did you hear about the dollars they can make?
What's that? No. What?
If every team that's on there
Yeah.
if they make, I think it's like over 10,000 plays, where let's say you and I play as, I don't know, pick a team. Random team.
UConn.
You and I play as UConn.
Yes.
If I think it's 10,000 people play as UConn, they can start earning money for the school. If enough people were to play the game as UConn, it can affect their ratings. It can affect their numbers. It can affect the school's bottom line.
That's pretty cool.
So in a way,
Everyone's
got a way to boost their team into college playoffs.
All right. That's interesting. I don't even know what any of that means, but that's crazy.
Conspiracy.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I pulled our dear friend of the show, Bill Belichick, is going to coach this year in college.
Yeah.
North Carolina, right? He is a Tar Heel now.
He is.
So I went on and looked up some lines.
Can his girlfriend go to college yet? Just curious.
Don't talk about her. Don't ask her questions about us. That's the official response.
I don't know if she was old enough to go to college yet.
The line for will Bill Belichick wear a cutoff hoodie during his first UNC game? This is something you can go to Vegas and bet on right now.
Okay.
Cutoff hoodie. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes is at -150.
Wow.
No is at +110.
Wow.
Where are you putting your money? You have $100. Where are you putting it?
Do you think he's finally going to be a different person because he's going to college football?
I don't know.
No, he's going to go with the cut sleeves, and it's -150 for a reason.
-1. Okay, so you're going to go with -150.
Yeah.
So $100 to win 75.
75.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. It's a bet.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See what I just did?
Okay.
Okay.
Why is your hand weird?
It's because you bought this Dairy Queen Blizzard I didn't finish.
I did buy you a Blizzard because of the other show. Where
I know it was
the Blizzard. Really was
the Blizzard was it. Okay.
Spoiler.
Here we go. Which UNC fraternity will Bill Belichick join?
Does he have to?
I don't think he has to, but it is a somewhat of a tradition.
Okay.
For some colleges, for the football coach to join a fraternity.
I'm going to give you an answer before you give me the list.
They are at +2,500.
Really?
If that's what you're asking.
Sigma Phi Epsilon.
Yeah.
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 That's minus.
And so SIGAP is at the bottom of the list, 2,500. +2,200 is Sigma Alpha
Okay.
Epsilon.
SAEs, okay.
The number one at +300 is Beta Theta Pi.
Okay.
Okay. It's crazy. This is actually a thing. Sigma Nu +400, Phi Delta Theta +500, Sigma Chi.
Why are you just reading things and not looking at me and talking to me? Why are you just reading things, not looking at me and talking to me? Why are you mean?
Yay! Yay!
Show's over.
Yay! 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 Yay!
Conspiracy! It's a conspiracy!
Yay!
Camera, cut the camera.
It's a conspiracy!
Yay!